loves, it's Anne. We have totally been obsessed with the Call Me Maybe song by Carly, I think it's Carly Rae Jepsen. Jepsen. Sorry if I said that wrong. Jay like plays it all the time when he's home. So I figured why not do a makeup tutorial of her look. And actually I think someone else asked me on Facebook to do one. I can't remember. I think they did. Anyway, it was really hard for me to find a still shot of her because it's like there's not very many close-ups in the video. It's quite far away most of the time. Plus she has really quite long heavy bangs that kind of cover up to here. So for me, I couldn't really see what she was wearing in her crease. It was very difficult for me to kind of see what she was wearing. So when I first looked at the video, kind of all I saw as far as makeup goes was really kind of nice bright skin and then a lot of black liner and then just a kind of like a natural natural lip color for the lips. So that's what I went with. You know, obviously it's not going to be exact because I don't know what she really wore and there wasn't like a picture where she's like, you know. I hope that you guys like this. I don't normally wear my liner like this. I don't particularly care for it like this on me, on my eye shape, but I know that a lot of people do like to wear their eyeliner like this. And I will have pictures on my blog as well as a list of everything that I used to get this look in case you missed it when I showed you. And I will have a picture of my outfit of the day too. So, and if you're wondering about my hair, I was gonna do, well, I should actually keep my pigtail. I didn't have matching hair scrunchies. I'll leave it down now. Or should I? I should have left it down for this intro because she had pigtails. That's why I did it. And then I was like, oh, my pigtails look like crap because they've got like all these little wonky bits flying out, you know? And I didn't have matching scrunchies. But anyway, I got my pigtails on. So thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Bye! But if you do want to know how I did that hair, I literally just braided it and then kind of got them up behind like this, you know? Obviously, if you had clear scrunchies, that would be better. And then I just got a clip and I just pinned them like that so that I look like I'm Swedish or something like that, you know? Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix two foundations together because technically my Estee Lauder Double Wear is just a tiny weeny bit too light and this is too dark. This is the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour makeup. This color is nude and this color is sand, so I'm taking just a tiny weeny bit of this but more of the Estee Lauder and I'm just mixing it on the back of my hands because whoa, it just like exploded out a little bit. And then plonk it on like that, like, you know, like war paint. And then I'm just using my Sigma F80 True Blend. So I'm just gonna apply that like I normally would all over the face. And actually those two foundations mixed together really make a flawless complexion, like super duper. Right now, don't I look like that the girl on 50 First Dates, the one that had a crush on him or something, you know, the really tall one? Oh my god, what was her name? And she was like Russian or something like that, and then she had a crush on Drew Barrymore's brother in the end. That's what I look like right now. Okay, so now for concealer, I'm just going to use my Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put it underneath my eyes in a nice little kind of triangular shape so that it brightens me up. And I'm just going to blend that out with my Sigma P86. I'm going to put my primer on my eyes, which is my MAC Paint in Bare Canvas, and I'm just going to apply that with my fingers. You definitely want to use a primer for this look because we're going to be doing like a smudgy kind of liner. So you want to make sure that you have your base on so that you're not going to get it all smudging up into your crease. For bronzer, she barely had any on. I'm just going to do a tiny little bit just to contour my face, just because otherwise I feel like I don't have any shape. So I'm just going to use my NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny and my Sigma F40. And I'm just barely putting any on, even though probably in the camera it looks like I am. For some reason, like in the camera, everything looks like I'm putting way more on than I am, because in real life it's like, oh, there's nothing there. It's like so annoying. And then I'm just gonna do my temples. Even though in that video you can't see hers because she's got big bangs. Just a little bit underneath the jawline and down the sides of the nose just to make mine a little bit more nice of a shape. Okay, for the blush, she had like a really pretty kind of peachy cheek, but it was very subtle. So I'm just gonna take this one from L'Oreal. This is the True Match Blendable Blush, the color that I think is Innocent Flush. And this is the Sigma F10 blush brush. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. And it was very high up on her. So just kind of up in the highest point of my cheeks. Now she was like very, very bright kind of all over her face. She looked real glowy. So I'm just gonna use my Lorac Perfectly Lit Spotlight, or sorry, Luminous. I always say Spotlight, I'm just like used to it. And I'm taking my Sigma F25 and I'm gonna put quite a bit of that on my highest point of my cheeks. I'm bringing it in here a little bit just to really make my face look nice and kind of light and bright. And then down the nose, upper lip, and then I'm gonna bring it on the center of my forehead too. Just because it must have been like the way the lighting, but she is quite fair as well, so I just wanna look like nice and bright. So now I'm gonna put my eyebrows on. I'm just gonna use my MAC Lingering and then I'll be back. Okay, now for the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and just take my Lorac Perfectly Lit, why am I saying that? Eyeshadow in negligee. I'm like not thinking straight today. I did not sleep at all last night. And I had the worst dream and I woke myself up because I was crying, like sobbing. My face was like soaked in tears. So embarrassing. And I'm surprised I didn't wake up Jay because I was like really crying. It was ridiculous. So I tell you what, pregnancy dreams and nightmares are just stupid. They're just ridiculous. Okay, so I put my brow bone color on. Now it was so hard for me to tell in the video because her bangs are like, you know, like right here the whole time. So I couldn't see really what was in the crease. So it's like quite difficult, you know? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get my Naked palette, and with another Sigma E55 brush, I'm just gonna take Naked, which is this color right here. And I'm just gonna put that kind of all over my lid, just to kind of give me a base. So just kind of take it up into the crease a little bit as well. Just kind of blend it into that brow bone color. The next thing I'm going to do is just to take whatever's left of that negligee on my first brush and just kind of lighten those inner corners so that just that part is darker. The next thing I'm going to take is just my eyeliner, and this is the Avon Supershot Gel Eyeliner, and it's just black. Ooh, it needs to be sharpened. And I'm literally just going to take that all along my lash line and try to get as close as you can. I'm not really winging it out at all. It didn't look to me like she had too much of a wing, but I'm basically just going to smudge that just a tiny bit. Nice thing about this eyeliner is that it dries really quickly, so it's not going to give you too much of a smudge. Once you get it where you want it, you really can't move it too much. And then same on the other eye. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is line my waterline. And then I'm going to tight line as well. Okay, whoa. That is like so itchy on my eye. This is from the Naked too. It's just black out. It's just a nice matte black. And I'm going to just take a smudgy brush. This is from Sigma. It's the E21. And I'm basically just going to set that black liner with that eyeshadow, just so that it's not going to go into your crease or go anywhere, and then it's nice and dark too. Now if you do have slightly rounded eyes like I do, this is why I never wear liner, it makes my eyes water. You can just kind of bring it out a little bit. I think her eyes are actually quite almond shaped, so I don't think she had it pulled out very far, but you can just do a slight kind of wing just to kind of elongate your eyes so that they don't look so rounded. And then whatever's left, I'm just going to kind of smudge underneath, because it was just nice and dark under there. Like really, from what I could tell in the video, it was quite hard because there wasn't really any close-ups. It was just all about the liner, at least from what I got from it. And then I'm going to take a smoky brush. This is just a pencil brush, I mean. This is just from Sigma. It's the E30. And I'm going to take a nice dark brown. I'm going to take Dark Horse from the Naked palette, which is right here. And I'm literally just going to kind of push that just over, just kind of above where we put the liner, just to give it a little bit more of a smoky, like softer look up there. And then the last thing I'm going to do, you don't really need to do this, I'm just kind of making a slightly extra step. This is the Carbon Black Linear Intense Felt Tip Liquid Liner from L'Oreal. And I'm just going to basically do this right at my lash line, just a really thin line, just to make sure that any of the skin that we might have missed won't be poking through, so that it's nice and dark right there. So see how I just made it that extra black. Okay, now I'm just gonna put my mascara on, which is my Maybelline XXL Pro in Extensions. It did look in the video like she had fake lashes on, so if you want to, then definitely add those. I'm not going to. So I'm just gonna do 2 coats of this white base, and then 2 coats of the black. Okay, so my lashes are on. So you can see it's like when you look, the first thing you think is liner, and that's what I thought with her video. Funny because like so many people interpret the makeup so differently. Like all I saw was really liner. Some people might see more of a crease color. I don't know. This is just what I saw from when I watched it. So for the cheeks, you can always go back and add a little bit more blush if you feel like, sometimes when you have so much eyeliner on, you think, oh, I look a bit washed out now, you know? So I'm just gonna kind of, I didn't re-dip, but whatever's left on my brush. Now for the lips, it didn't look to me like she had any lip liner on. So I'm just gonna do, it was kind of like a nice, kind of like a peachy, it was like a little bit darker of a color. I can't think of the color, but it was a little bit darker. So I'm gonna use Candy. This is the Bare Essentials Buxom lip gloss. And like, it was almost like a natural lip color for her. So that is my finished look for the Call Me Maybe song. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.